welcome back to my anime reviews. Basically, every week I'll try to review an anime that's old or new, and review it for you guys. It might be a new season, might be a brand new anime, who knows, I don't give a fuck. Like I usually tell you, anime like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Fairy Tail, animes like those will not be on these reviews because they're just way too long. Unless I do a super special 1 month review of a specific anime, and I'll just won't review anything for the rest of the month because reviewing anime that big is fucking hard and it's difficult. This anime is an anime that was recommended to me while I was still in high school when I joined the anime club in my high school, because apparently this anime is what created Moe, which I can believe a bit, but that's not the point. This week's review is The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I think that's the right word, melancholy. This anime has 14 episodes in the first season and technically only 8 in the second season. We will be talking about both seasons in this anime. I'll also briefly talk about the anime movie that while we're at it. I watched this anime in English dubbed, but the sub ain't that bad. Let's get straight to it. Like usual, I only explain the most important parts of this anime, like the character, story, settings, relationships, voice acting, animation, music, and the genre. And like always, the genre goes first. School life, mini romance with some action and supernatural shit as well. Now for the setting, it's Japan. The school they go to, not much else. But there is something special about this world, which we will explain kinda later-ish. Now for the characters. There are 5 main characters we need to go over, so let's get to it. First is Kyon. No, that's not his name. It's his nickname given to him by his little sister, and that's what everyone calls him now. No one knows his real name other than him, and it is never revealed, so let's just pretend it doesn't really matter. He follows what he believes in and does what he thinks is right at all times, doesn't care about anyone's shit. The anime focuses on his point of view. He used to believe in aliens, time travelers, and espers and stuff, but he gave up on all of those once he entered high school, as he didn't believe them anymore. Second is Haruhi Suzumiya, the girl in the title. She hardcore believes in outrageous stuff like espers, aliens, and time travelers, and tries to look for them at all the time. She loves figuring out weird mysteries that connect to the supernatural and is very controlling. She is very irrational and does what she wants whenever she wants, unless stopped by Kyon. This anime's whole plot is basically her fault. We will explain that later. Third is Yuki Nagato, a humanoid interface. Technically an alien. Don't question. She's a very quiet person, always reading and never speaks unless spoken to, or if she feels so, she'll only speak to Kyon. For a lot of the anime, she goes to Kyon before she makes a decision, showing how she trusts Kyon and his intelligence. Fourth is Mikuru Asahina, a Moe time traveler. Things are getting weirder, huh? She's a klutz, and is usually forced by Haruhi to do embarrassing things, but never stops her from doing so, usually relying on Kyon, who has a crush on her, to help her whenever she ends up being toyed with by Haruhi, which happens a lot. And lastly, Itsuki Koizumi, an esper, and no, not that kind of esper. He's a very carefree, easygoing guy doing whatever Haruhi says, and is the main person Kyon doesn't trust, as his easygoingness seems false to him. Now for the story. Basically, Haruhi one day becomes godlike, being able to alter reality by wishing it without even knowing she can. Yes, it's weird. First few days of high school, and Kyon meets her, tries to talk to her, and after a few tries, accidentally becomes friends with her, and much to Kyon's dissatisfaction, they create a club together for finding aliens, time travelers, and espers. The other 3 join later, but do not let anyone other than Kyon know about their powers. Note that Itsuki, Yuki, and Mitsuru are not of the same faction. Rather, they are rival factions who all believe Haruhi is some sort of god, and they need to monitor her to make sure she doesn't destroy the world, and to do this, they need Kyon's help, as Kyon is the only person Haruhi will open up to and listen to at all, and thus a wild goose chase begins for this anime. Note that the second season is entirely the same, with some exceptions of stupid ideas from the writers. I'll explain that later. Now for the animations. They were nice, pretty smooth and colorful, but the animation style is a little too normal, and that there isn't much to say about it trying to stand out, because it doesn't. Now for the voice actors. Voices were pretty good, actually. All the main character voices and even the side character voices were memorable, and it fit whoever played who very well. Now for the music. The openings weren't bad, and neither were the endings. The background music wasn't bad or good either, so overall, meh. Now for the rating part of these reviews, there's a rating on 5 different categories: the voice acting, animations, the story, the characters, and overall enjoyability. And of course, we start with the voice acting, 20 out of 20. Very good, nice voices, 10 out of 10, would listen to again. Animations, 10 out of 20. I can say that the animations weren't bad, but they didn't stand out to me anyway. If I were to look back about this anime, and if I were to talk about anime that had very good animation and art, I would not mention this anime. Story, 10 out of 20. Okay, so I scored this with the intention that each season had 10 points. Season 1 got 5 points, as it wasn't bad, but it literally was a wild goose chase. And Season 2 got 5 points, since literally half the whole season was exactly the same episode with minor changes. Literally. There was no point to it, and I feel sorry for those who were watching this anime while it was coming out. That fucking must suck. Characters 2920. For this anime that seems somewhat bland, these characters are freaking great. They make this anime, they make this series fucking great, and if even one of them were missing, it would lose its nice flavor. Koizumi, Mitsu, Nagato, Haruhi, and especially Kyon. If any of them were missing, the series would be very, very boring. Enjoyability, 10 out of 20. I can say that I enjoyed the first season. It was hella jokes and done very well, whereas Season 2 was literally shit. Very fucking bad. A good chunk of it was the exact same episode over and over again, and the rest wasn't super bad, but the repeating is inexcusable. You can't call it an actual anime season without at least 12 episodes nowadays. It claimed to have that much, but I don't think just rehashing the same episode over and over is acceptable at any time whatsoever. It's literally a big waste of time for those making it and for people who are watching it. Now before we move on, let's talk about the movie for a bit. It's called The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. The movie is great. Literally, it can be counted as one of the best anime movies out there. You can even say Season 2 doesn't even exist, and you can just pretend this whole movie is Season 2. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to score it, like, specifically, but I'll say right now that if you watch this anime and like it, then you'll like the movie a lot. It's way better than Season 2. Overall score, 70 out of 100, 70%. First season was great. Don't watch the second season unless you Google all the episodes that are repeated and just skip them all. I'm not even joking. A B grade for this anime. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the description, there should be a link to watch it free either on Crunchyroll or a different site. I think Crunchyroll has it, but I don't know. The link that I was looking at was kind of confusing, so I don't know. I'll try my best to make a free link down there. Thank you guys for watching. Scott Bowman, maybe. Out. See you guys next time.